Imagine a disease so terrifying that it scarred the faces of its survivors, wiped out entire families, and killed hundreds of millions of people, yet today, it no longer exists. This is the story of smallpox, the deadliest disease in human history, and how humanity fought back and won. Smallpox was not just a disease, it was a nightmare that haunted humanity for thousands of years. Its victims suffered from high fevers, painful blisters, and disfiguring scars. At its worst, it killed nearly 1 in every 3 people who caught it. But against all odds, humans achieved the impossible: we eradicated it completely. Let's travel back in time and uncover how this deadly virus shaped history, and how science finally brought it to an end. Smallpox is believed to have originated about 12,000 years ago, around the time humans began forming large communities and civilizations. Evidence of this deadly virus has even been found in Egyptian mummies. One of the most striking examples is the mummy of Pharaoh Ramses V, whose skin shows the classic pitted marks of smallpox. From the deserts of Egypt, the disease spread along trade routes and battlefields, silently traveling across continents. Wherever humans went, smallpox followed. For centuries, smallpox terrorized the world. No class, no culture, no empire was safe. Entire populations were devastated. In the 16th century, when European colonizers arrived in the Americas, smallpox spread like wildfire among indigenous peoples who had no immunity. It wiped out millions, collapsing entire civilizations such as the Aztec and Inca empires. Even world leaders were not spared. Queen Elizabeth I of England caught smallpox and survived, but the scars on her face remained for life. President Abraham Lincoln also contracted the disease while serving in the White House. With its 30% death rate, smallpox left a trail of fear and grief. Survivors often carried lifelong scars, a visible reminder of the disease's cruelty. But humanity was not powerless. In the late 18th century, a British doctor named Edward Jenner discovered the world's first vaccine. He noticed that milkmaids who caught cowpox, a much milder disease, seemed immune to smallpox. Using this discovery, Jenner developed the first smallpox vaccine in 1796. His work marked the beginning of modern immunology. Still, vaccination took time to spread worldwide. For nearly 2 centuries, smallpox continued to kill millions, especially in poorer regions where vaccines were not widely available. In 1967, the WHO launched a massive vaccination campaign, sending health workers across continents with a single mission: to track down and eliminate every case of smallpox. Teams went village to village, vaccinating anyone who might be exposed. Special tools, like the bifurcated needle, made mass vaccination faster and more effective. The fight was intense, but in 1977, the last naturally occurring case was reported in Somalia. A young man named Ali Mau Marlan survived, marking the end of smallpox's natural spread. Sadly, 1 year later in 1978, a medical photographer named Janet Parker in Birmingham, UK, became the last person to die of smallpox after accidental exposure in a laboratory. Her death was a chilling reminder of the virus's danger. Finally, in 1980, the world declared smallpox officially eradicated, the first disease in history to be completely eliminated by human effort. It was a moment of triumph not only for science but for humanity itself. A disease that had terrorized people for thousands of years was finally gone. Today, smallpox exists only in highly secure laboratories, guarded under strict conditions. Its story serves as both a warning and a lesson. Diseases can shape history, but human determination and science can defeat even the deadliest threats. So the next time you roll up your sleeve for a vaccine, remember, this simple act helped humanity achieve one of its greatest victories.